You know, sitting here, I'm contemplating. Something looks wrong, and I'm kind of concerned about it. It just seems like something's missing. Something very important. And it's not the black truck. I know it's burned down. I just can't put my finger on it. What is missing? Well, I did a thing. Yeah, I did a thing. It's got no bed on it. See, you know, I was talking about in the other video, I want to put the gas tank right there. I want to put a gas tank right underneath my feet here. Right where my cup is, pretty much. So, I guess a few weeks ago, a buddy and I came over here. Well, I didn't come over here, I was already here. But a buddy came over and helped me delete that and put it over there. I flipped it upside down. He just helped me move it over there where that tarp is. And I did that because, well, I guess it's obvious. You can't get to it if you don't have the bed off. There seems to have been quite an extensive differential leak. So that's a good, I'm going to ignore that for a very specific reason. I'm lazy and it's rust prevention. Forward. Yep. I want to take the whole bottom of this because it's so 7 different shades of rust. Scrape all that rust off of it and hit it with the grinder, and then just paint it black or something, some good strong undercoating. And we scratched the heck out of this trying to move it. I'm mad about that, but you can't see it from the outside. This is where the business end of the deal happens. What I want to do, as you can see, I've already started. I've taken the rivets that are holding this in. They're a pain to get out, by the way. Took the rivets out, cut them off, drilled them out. What I'm going to do is slide these 2 cross members forward. Slide this one forward to that mark there. I'm going to slide this one backward to this hole there to where it lines up. And what that's going to do is it'll allow me to fit, it's about 28, 29 inches in between the 2 when you do that. And I'm going to put a 30-gallon Chevrolet Blazer fuel tank right in the back. It's nice and square. It'll fit in that hole. And I'm going to run straps, 1 or 2 there. And it'll just run all the way across and saddle that tank in there. But for that, I've got 4 more bolts or 4 more rivets to get out. There's 2 on the bottom. There's 2 on the bottom, right? Right there. And there's 2 more on this bottom right there. All I do is get out my grinder and just cut the top off of those, and she'll be right as rain. You may notice there's only 1 exhaust. This one's AWOL. That's because I disconnected it. By that I mean I cut it off, because that muffler over there is plugged solid with rat's nest, and I just could not. I tried to burn it, I tried to poke it, I just could not get it to come out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fiddle with it. I'm either gonna pull it or I'm gonna burn it again or something. I'm gonna get that muffler unplugged. I'm just gonna weld it back on. I don't want to be the guy that's cooking through the neighborhood at 12 o'clock doing coming down through there. I don't, no. I like my quiet. I like noise, but can we not drone on the highway, and can we not shake the neighborhood? That would be nice. Don't worry about why I got so close to the wall over there. I know how to drive. Don't worry. I got my eye protection and my ear protection. I plugged it in, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Contact. The legs are getting covered with sparks. They're hot. Ow! That's what it looks like when you cut the rivet off. That's what it looks like new. If I can get my screwdriver. See, now what I do is I'll just take a drill. Is that hot? No. What I'll do is I'll just take a drill bit, put it right there where that crosshatch is, and I'll just drill it out. I'll choose a size just a little bit smaller than that right there, and just as big as this hole on the top, and I'll just drill it out all the way through, and then I'll punch out the rest of the rivet with a hammer and or a air chisel. It may not look like it on the camera, but I'm keeping my face out of line of this grinding disc. Because if this thing spins about 10,000 RPM or something, it's something insane. And if it breaks and your face is in line, you're going to get hit in the head with a, you know, grinding wheel. So I always keep my face to the side, one side or the other, and keep most of my body out of the way so I don't get hit. It hurts the hair follicles, man. But that's 4 rivets down. I did the same thing. Somebody noticed last time I said 3 quarts and held up 4 fingers. Transmission had 2 pints of oil in it. It's supposed to have 3 quarts. 2 pints, 3 quarts. 2 pints, 3 quarts. Not a good ratio. Well, I just said 4 bolts and held up 3 fingers. Something between those 2 words that just don't make any sense to my mind. Anyway, I wonder why it takes me 95 million years to do anything. Like, why does it take me 8 hours to do some drum brakes? It's because I sit there and lay underneath it and ponder. Sometimes I'm not even pondering, I don't want to get up. What? I'm not going to discipline you for coming over here. He's fat. You're fat. What are you doing? What are you doing? He looks sad. Why are you sad? He gets excited now. Now that I rubbed him. Go! Ha! Hey! Give me that. Give it to me. And look there. She's free. A little tight, but free. You see down in there. Alright. That about does it for then. And something I saw another guy do, and what I think I'm going to follow his footsteps and do, is this right here. This is a bolt from a 1980s Ford truck. It's just a T55. It's real long. It goes through this little clip on the frame. Let me find one. There. See that little clip is threaded all the way, or it's threaded on the bottom. You just stick your bolt down in there, run it down. That way you don't have to get a wrench in here. I think I'm gonna move the exhaust so it dumps in front of the axle and doesn't get close to the tank right there. That makes me a little bit nervous. Having heat next to gas, you know. But that about does it for today. I'm gonna go take a shower. Day 2. Happy Iron Bowl. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I'm back out here piddling around. This is what I meant when I said it shares the part with a Mustang. Believe it or not, it shared this part right here with the Mustang. Looky there. Ford Mustang, all GT, whatever. Ford truck. This is what you get. That right there is a headlight mounting bracket. We'll replace that crusty old piece of junk and that crusty old piece of junk. Sits in there and it holds your headlight. That's almost like what a headlight mounting bracket does. Anyway, holds your headlight. That right there is an adjuster screw, as is that on the bottom. There's a spring right there that holds it tight. It's really not that complicated, but if you look where there's supposed to be an ear on the new one, the old one is not. It's not there. See, there's a remnant of one. What had happened is it's just so old and water, I guess water got in there and rusted that sucker clean out. So, you know, 40 bucks later, here you go. Oh, I'm gonna slap these on. And then, I don't have headlights to put on it, but in theory, both of them should have power and ground and all that electrical goodness. So it should work. Yep, that's proved. That's proved. I need to fiddle with the adjustment a little bit more. That one's cross-eyed, shooting way up there. That one I think has got about right. I won't know until I have lights. What you're supposed to do is just shoot them at this wall right here. And if they're up and down and cross-eyed, you can adjust it till they're both even with each other and angled down slightly so they don't blind the people coming down the road. I don't like LED lights. I can't do it. I like the old school halogen bulb looking things that it had in there. I will not put LEDs in this truck if I can help it. Unless those headlights are just so awful. But I've got carrot vision. We're good. Put some more antifreeze in it. Did you know that your engine will overheat if it doesn't have antifreeze? On that last test drive, it got a little warm. And by a little, I mean I could hear it boiling. Yeah, it took about a half gallon. Where it went, I don't know. Looks to be a little bit of weepage. You might not be able to see it, but around this water pump and things below it, it may be seeping out somewhere. I just can't see it. And it's such a slow leak, it doesn't make a drip. But I don't know. I really don't know where it's going. So, I did a thing. Yeah. What it is, there was just no way to get the mitts through these and around the thing, and I couldn't bolt. I got dirt in my teeth. I couldn't bolt that in. It's supposed to sit in there on the other side of that bar, but I couldn't bolt it in because I couldn't reach my hand through. And I've already done this before, so I said I'll just do it again because it's fun. And that's what we get. Grille's gonna go back on as soon as I can finish whatever I'm doing. For whatever reason, the Ford engineers went a little overboard. That's like 10, 12, 19, 180 bolts that you have to take out. All spaced out into there and get a dirt in your teeth falling off the fender wells, and it doesn't take very long, but it's just a lot of bolts to undo. I was just gonna lean it forward, and then I said nah and did the whole thing. So here we go. Yep, that's approved. I didn't even tell you what I was doing. I put new blinkers in each side. Now the cap here, that's not new. You can see it's pretty cracked in 1968, whatever. Anyway, the bulb is new. Yeah, just the bulbs are new, actually. And I put new screws in there because I busted the old ones taking them off. And yeah, should have blinkage now. Shoot, I just remembered I forgot to do something. Each one of those has a ground wire, and I didn't put one on either side. Yeah, we'll get it. Just give me a minute. Well, boys, that took longer than I thought it was going to. It's raining, it's nighttime, I got my light set up. At least for the front, I'm done. At least for the night. Got the blinkers hooked up. The headlights have the wires back there, I just didn't pull them through. But the grille's back on it. I'm gonna get wet if I sit here much longer. Mission accomplished. But looky here, boys. She's a little bit black-eyed. Got struck on something there. That wasn't me, but a previous owner, as it would say. But we got a new headlight here. The only part that makes me sad, yeah, I don't know if you can read that. It says Slovenia or Sylvania, whatever. It's not Fomoco. Another headlight over there that I had. It was actually this one right here. It was actually the one that was on this passenger side. It was a genuine Fomoco headlight from who knows when. And I think I killed it. I think it's burned out. But I went ahead and bought two new ones. And boy, it looks sharp. It looks better with the hood closed down. My cup's in the way. But you know, looks are nothing if they don't work for you. So let's see if we got any lights here, boys. Contact. Yep. I'll say I cheated a little bit. I already knew that they were gonna work, but I like it. Now this one will shoot. I think I can see a beam way out there. So we've got plenty of light. Hey, production team, can you set up a chair for me? Alright. In this video you saw me replace headlights and blinkers and prep the frame back there for the gas tank. Since the video is getting kind of long, I'm going to shut it down here, and I've got more footage to edit together. There'll be another video whenever I get around to that. I enjoyed doing this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.